Stop making lame salads. Let's focus on simple ingredients. Start with a great steak, plus a tart and fresh vinaigrette that doubles as a marinade. These French flavors will inspire a better way to eat light and fresh. Things I'm looking for in salad that make it interesting are gonna be varying textures. Sometimes I like nuts, but this one is real straightforward, simple. So I think the crunch of the radish adds a nice texture to it. So I'll go down salt and pepper first. Gotta crush up this pink salt a little bit, so again, it's finer. And then a nice acidic vinaigrette to make the flavors kind of pop. And especially when you're eating it with like a rich steak, a nice light and bright salad is just a great compliment. I don't want something super heavy with a steak, especially when we start getting into the warmer months and you're eating outside, maybe on a patio. I want a light, fresh salad. So olive oil, a little bit goes a long way with the good stuff for flavor, so you don't need it all. Otherwise, it's just the salad dressing will just taste like olive oil. You gotta whisk a whole lot at the beginning to start the emulsion. But now you can see it's like thick. And that's because the oil is properly suspended within the water droplets of the vinegar and everything. So you get a nice thick emulsion, which is what makes a salad dressing creamy and nice. We're gonna take 1/3 of a cup of the salad dressing here, the vinaigrette, and we're gonna marinate the flank steak in it. Now we'll get this in the refrigerator, and then we'll get making the salad. We'll start with getting lettuce on the bottom. It's a little denser. So for this stuff, I don't want to cut it. Just like to tear it up a little bit. I like the butter lettuce for this recipe because it's crunchy, it's light, it's got more flavor than say an iceberg lettuce, and it makes a really nice presentation for a salad. So for radishes, I'm gonna cut the ends off. Get rid of that. I'm gonna do these on a mandolin. To save some cutting, I want them nice and paper thin there. You can see, should be able to see through them just about. Now I like radish because it gives a like peppery crunch. So you add a little complexity of flavor along with textures. We'll do some Gruyere cheese. You gotta taste your ingredients. So this cheese is nice because it's got a little bit of cavey funk to it, but not too much. The texture is nice, it's got a nice shred to it, not super firm, not too soft. So it's an ideal cheese to put into a salad, I think. Some parsley. I don't really mind a few stems, and then I'll just kind of run my knife through this lightly. Not really trying to cut it up too much. I like that parsley flavor. Again, this is gonna add a little bitter, fresh flavor to it. So I've got another addition to the recipe that's not written in, but I found some fresh chives. I added the parsley, which adds a nice herbaceousness, but in the springtime, you might find chives, dill, chervil, basil, any nice light, tender herb goes great in a salad, really wakes up the flavor. Yet again, a reason why it's not lame. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about patting this dry because it is a vinaigrette, so there's a lot of oil in there which will help it brown on the grill. And then I'm gonna season it a little extra. Once your steak's out of the marinade and well seasoned, time to go into the grill. Nice grill marks. Go the 90-degree rotation for those diamond grill marks. There's our beautiful flank steak. Now the important thing is to let this steak rest. You don't want all those delicious juices running out all over the cutting board, so let it rest maybe 10 minutes just to kind of retain some of those juices. And build the salad before we get into slicing. I like to get in there with my hands rather than tongs, so I'm gonna put some gloves on and just do it with my hands. And I am gonna hit it with just a little bit of this salt, just to season everything a little bit through, and because it's a flakier pink salt, you'll get those little pop crunches of salt in there. One good tip not to overdress a salad is begin to dress it and then toss, and keep tossing and tossing, and over toss the salad because you might find that it's dressed enough to your liking, or you can always add more, but once it's overdressed, it's just soggy. All the good stuff wants to fall to the bottom, so remember to grab from the bottom. All right, so now we'll plate up some of the salad. Now, the best part, we're gonna cut the steak, okay? We'll start at the thinnest part of the flank and the narrowest, and we'll get a few slices down. Okay. I like to cut it a little bit of angle, shows a little more surface area. And now, we're kind of getting to this thicker part, and I'm gonna slice this in half. Now, it's a little wider, so it's a little easier to work with just half a flank. All right, okay. Steak. That's really good. I love everything about that. Super fresh, flavorful, all the flavors go together really well. I know you're gonna love it too. Join us again next time here in the Test Kitchen.